So Helen, when you went to Rotterdam, what did you hope to find out about?
I went to Rotterdam the other week, last week, to visit Roger at the community school.
Okay.
Because I recently got involved in a project in Gothenburg that is it's starting up, and it's supposed to integrate different labour market approaches, coaching, and also finding viable education solutions for young people who at the moment are unemployed. And I think the Rotterdam Community School initiative is quite a successful one, it seems like. So I went there to get a deeper understanding of their methods and such.
And how did you use the time when you were there? What did you actually do while you were there?
So the best thing with it being through my generation is that I already knew Roger, so we could start off. I knew about the project, I read about it, and we could start off at a more in-depth level. He didn't have to explain exactly what it was all about. I could ask the sensitive questions straight away. So I think that was the best, that it was quite informal, and he's a very open-minded and open sharing person. So I could ask the details that I was intrigued in. How do you work with the coaches? How do you motivate them? How do you work with the problems that might arise between the coaches and the participants and all that?
Did you get what you were looking for?
Definitely, indeed, and more to it, obviously.
Now you're back in Gothenburg. What happens next? What's the next stage?
I'll go back to the group with whom I work, and I'm not really sure exactly what I will be doing, what part I will play, but for me I think it's very important to have the broad picture before I start anything. So for me, these kind of labour market activation projects are quite new, and also combining them with education and alternative education and such. So for me it was mostly a learning experience of what is out there, what already exists, so that we absolutely do not need to invent the wheel over again.
Did you see anything surprising when you were there? Was it what you expected?
It was a little bit more vibrant than I thought. Vibrant. We happened to be there, particularly over lunch hour. So of course it was quite loud and all that, but it was a very informal setting that I was extremely impressed by, and everyone seemed to know everyone, and there was the vibrant atmosphere was mostly in a good spirit. So,
yeah.
So it was in no way a bad atmosphere. It was just quite loud.
Excellent. And other cities are going to start looking at other places. There'll be more exchanges. What advice would you give, or guidance would you give to those in my generation who are thinking of visiting other places? How do we get the most out of this kind of opportunity?
Do a visit to someone that you've actually spoken to a little bit beforehand, so that you don't have to go through the details, and that you can ask the questions that you're really intrigued in, rather than just a superficial what do you do, why, those sort of things.
Okay. Fantastic. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Great. Cheers.